This is the MLB pregame show, and I'm Matt Vasgersian, and as we draw nearer to the first pitch of Game 1 in the series, we'll give you the latest installment of our Topps Player Spotlight. Stephen Eckert is our subject, and boy, did he put on a show in his last game. 6 hits. Talk about seeing the ball.
Yeah, all I can say is that performance was ridiculous. The baseball media around the country was definitely talking about it quite a bit because, you know, it just doesn't happen very often. He was driving balls all over the yard, and it was apparent about hit number 4 that the opposing pitching staff just did not have an answer for him. And talk about leading the way for your ball club. Entire teams sometimes don't get 6 hits in a game, so he really kept the momentum rolling for him throughout that one.
All right, the guys and I will be back to get this one started on the show right after this. Just about set for baseball here at U.S. Cellular Field in Chicago. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Detroit Tigers and the Chicago White Sox. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. So a moment now to take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Detroit Tigers. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number 3 spot. He's been on an absolute tear lately, hitting over 500 in his last 10 ball games. And the baseball must look like a beach ball to him right now at the plate.
Mike Pelfrey will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, not a big strikeout pitcher here on the mound, so expect to see a lot of balls put in play, defense being very...
Stephen Eckert will stand in, coming off what could only be described as a career afternoon yesterday as he finished 6 for 6.
And he's been hitting the ball out of the yard, too. A whole bunch of home runs in his last 10 games. And yesterday was a good one, too.
Lifted into the air out toward center field. Eaton is going to have room out there as he put...
Don't be afraid.
Coming to the plate now, Stephen Eckert. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities.
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. In to score is the runner from third. It's a 3-2 ball game. And you see on the graphic right there that his hitting streak will indeed live on as he just continues to hit the ball well.
Can you imagine waking up every morning, coming to the ballpark, knowing that you're going to get a base hit like he's feeling it right now?
Miguel Cabrera will stride in. He walked and came around to score his first time. First and second here with nobody out. And here's a swing and a miss from Cabrera as he's set down on strikes, and there's one away.
And after that pitch was called a ball on the pitch before, I mean, I think this actually qualifies as strike 4. You know, on the mound, he's probably thinking, hey, can I apply the credit to the next guy?
Austin Jackson stands in after hitting an RBI double his first time around.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. Ibar for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Boy, this one might be a case of adding injury to insult. It hasn't been his finest performance so far, and now this one shot right back at him at the mound. No time to get out of the way, and that's going to sting for quite a while.
Stephen Eckert will get an opportunity now, and he comes in following a year in which he was named the American League's Silver Slugger for third baseman. He's set. Here it comes. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, number 31 for him on the season, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
You just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so he's riding a pretty good hot streak.
Stephen Eckert will stand in again as we flash you back here to the fourth inning. This was a two-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point.
Come on, guy. Get your pitch up there.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Out in front of it, strike one.
Hey, come on now, big dog. Get your pitch. Here you go. Let it fly right here.
And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Hey, like you can up there, kid hunk.
Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game as they open up a 4-run lead.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ball game, and it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one, so he's definitely locked in.
Stephen Eckert will get another shot at it here as we take you back to inning number 7. This was his second home run of the ball game, as he'd like nothing more than to make it 3 right here.
Here we go.
Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a liner, but this will be foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around first, heading for second now. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
Well, these guys know the deal from the offensive standpoint. They've got to add on to give their bullpen just a little more breathing room. And this is a good start as he jumps all over this one and drives it for 2 bases.
Miguel Cabrera takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base.
Yeah, base hit right through the infield would probably do it, but you can bet those guys in the outfield are going to be coming up gunning if they get any chance at all.
Eyeball has it. Throw on to first will take care of Cabrera for the second out.
The batter.
So coming to the plate, Austin Jackson. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him.
And that's exactly what I'd expect them to do. No reason to give him a pitch that he likes.
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Hit to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
Our final length.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harris, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vaskersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
The Redbirds, 8 runs on 12 hits.
Both teams getting their final warm-ups in as we welcome you back to the MLB pregame show. First pitch of Game 2 in our series is right around the corner. But before we turn that corner, here is our Topps player spotlight. Stephen Eckert is in that spotlight as he enters this one, having carried his team offensively last time out. He drove in a bunch of runs and really looked dialed in with runners in scoring position.
Yeah, that was one of those games he won't forget for some time to come. He was at the plate in some really important situations, and man, did he pull through. I'd say he kind of single-handedly changed the course of the game, and although that performance will be a tough one to match in this one, I know his manager and teammates are hoping he's got some more magic left in that bat.
Okay, Eric, Steve, and I are ready for baseball, and we'll have it for you next on the show. Tuesday night baseball from U.S. Cellular Field in Chicago. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Detroit Tigers and the Chicago White Sox. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. With that, let's get you a look at the starting 9 for the Tigers. EK, any thoughts?
Well, like everyone else, I can't wait to see what Miggy Cabrera has in store. He's been driving in runs nearly every chance he gets lately, recording more than 10 RBIs in his last 10 ball games.
Chris Sale, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, he's having a real nice year, averaging almost a strikeout per inning. We'll see how he does in this one.
Steven Eckert gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on.
Steven Eckert.
Sale into the windup. First pitch on the way. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Owings is there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Steven Eckert will start things off in the inning for Detroit. He'll be followed by Miguel Cabrera waiting on deck.
And in a pretty close game.
Oh, and now meanwhile, this ball is cranked out to straightaway center field, and this one is going to leave the yard. It's a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center, number 33 on the year, as the Tigers have knotted things up at 2 apiece.
Well, apparently these guys didn't see the highlights from yesterday because he had 2 home runs a day ago. Now he's got another home run right here. Now obviously this pace won't last, but man, he is hitting.
Leading off the inning, Steven Eckert, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
Hey, your pitch, huh?
Hard liner to center field. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1. Steven Eckert will start things off in the inning for Detroit. He'll be followed by Miguel Cabrera waiting on deck.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
Diaz going back on it, and a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. A solo shot here to left. His second home run of the game, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
No surprises here. He's been doing this all season long. Whenever they've needed him, he's been there, and he delivers again in the clutch with a big home run to tie the ball game.
Steven Eckert is going to have another crack at it here, and it's been a great offensive performance for him so far. This was back in the 8th, his second home run of the game, as he'd dearly love to make it 3 right here.
Hey, if you take your pitch, huh?
Hey, see it, drive it. Let's go, big dog.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He'll take the turn and head for second. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
The first baseman, number 20.
What a great job of leading off this inning for his teammates. On second base now with a double, with a chance to take the lead late in this ball game. He's pointing into his dugout saying, "Let's go, you guys."
Miguel Cabrera Digs in, looking to send something into the outfield that gives that go-ahead run a chance to score from second.
Well, no complaints on this end, guys. You've got to love any game that's this tight, this late.
Hey, right guy, right place.
This is hit high in the air and pretty deep down the left field line. Diaz ranges deep into the corner to make the catch for the first out. Arthur Hargrove will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Right guy, right place. Need you here.
And now the runner's trying for third. This is popped high in the air toward the right side of the infield. Ruff camps under it, and he's got it for route number 2. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. One hit in the inning, but no one left.
Hey, let's go right
Jose Ramirez brings his bat to the plate now to get the bottom of the 11th underway. The 0-1. Hit out towards second. Eckert takes it in. One away.
The center fielder, number 1, Adam.
And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was a thorn in their side all game long. You'll see there, he winds up with a 3-hit ball game, and a couple of those were key hits that helped lead his guys to victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The White Sox win it. Back here on the MLB pregame show, Matt Vasgersian getting you set for the finale of this 3-game set. That'll come your way in mere moments, but first we'll take a look at the Topps Player Spotlight. Steven Eckert is our man to watch. And the past month or so has been very kind to this emerging star as he's been posting some really impressive numbers. For more, let's turn to Steve Lyons.
Well, thanks, Matt. You know, many people know of him by now, but everyone's going to know his name if he keeps playing like he has of late. You know, coming into this season, he was seen as a young, up-and-coming player who could be a real superstar in Major League Baseball once he fully developed. But he looks like he might be hitting that stride a lot earlier than we all thought, because right now, he's performing on an elite level and has arguably been the hottest player on this team. Now, I suggest paying attention to him in this game because we might be witnessing the coming out party for baseball's next great star.
Okay, we're looking forward to this one. Lineups and first pitch on the show coming up next. From the south side of Chicago, welcome to the home of the White Sox, U.S. Cellular Field. Game 1 here in the month of May between the Detroit Tigers and the Chicago White Sox. It'll be fun watching these two go at it. It's next on the show. So a moment now to take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Detroit Tigers. Steve, how do they go about trying to start out the month with a win?
Well, guys, we know they can run. They're in the top third in the league in stolen bases. Manufacture runs by being aggressive on the base pass, and coming through big with runners in scoring position is going to be the key for them.
John Dank. Steven Eckert will stand in, coming off a 2-home run game a night ago.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit.
Right here.
And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away. And as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another game as he has been on fire this month.
Well, I'll tell you, anytime you go through a streak like this where you just keep getting base hit after base hit after base hit, you know, people start to take notice of what you're doing.
Carlos Gonzalez steps up to the plate with a great chance to drive in a run here in the early going.
And, you know, you hear it all the time, but scoring first really is a big deal in this game. Statistically, your chance of winning the game goes up quite a bit when you score.
Logan Morrison steps in, hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Sent on the ground out to second. Eckert is up with it, and he's retired here, one away. And with that, let's take a look at the defense for the Detroit. Stephen Eckert is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip.
Stephen Eckert.
Hit hard up the middle. And that is through into center field for a one-out single. So a ground ball single up the field. Carlos Gonzalez is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Grounded to the right. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. Arthur Hargrove stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Steve Lombardozzi gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fourth.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will... Jose Ortiz comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
On the ground towards second. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there.
Put him away.
Into the box now, Patrick Diaz. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Smiley comes set. Here it is on 0-2. Swinging a soft liner and taking it out there for the first out. Stephen Eckert digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
Now batting, second baseman.
Thanks sets. First pitch on its way. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be troubled. Around third and being waved on home. And a relay to the plate. And he is in there. Carlos Gonzalez will stand in, looking to make this a 2-0 game if he can perhaps get a ball airborne.
Yeah, you've got to put the ball in play right here. A ground ball would probably work as well, as long as you don't hit it too hard right at a corner guy.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Eaton is under it. 1 down. And they get the double play at third. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Stephen Eckert. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Line toward the alley in left center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Pretty painless. Logan Morrison will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? A quick out number 1. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he turned in a really
Donald. Stephen. From downtown Atlanta, we welcome you to baseball from Turner Field. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Detroit Tigers and the Atlanta Braves. It'll be fun watching these two swing it all series long. So a moment now to take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Detroit Tigers. EK, any thoughts?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number 3 spot. He was a run-producing machine last month, driving in over 30 runs. He just kept coming through with runners in scoring position, and he found a variety of ways to get it done. That's doing what it takes to help your team win ball games.
Steven Eckert will dig in now. He had 3 hits in that ball game on Wednesday.
Steven Eckert.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Line towards center field. And there's out number 2 as this is taken in shy of the track, and the runner will have to retreat. Steven Eckert stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
On to first, so a good bounce-back pitch there as he gets the ground. Logan Forsythe will stand in to lead things off here in what's now a brand-new ball game.
Yeah, and how about that last half inning? Now it's up to these guys to respond, maybe punch back, if you will.
And he's retired 1 away. Steven Eckert will step in. He's lined out and grounded out in 2 trips.
He seems to be seeing the ball okay, though, making some decent contact so far.
Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. And the screen shows the story right there, as that hitting streak will live to see another day.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is really amazing, and everybody's looking at this now. It gets harder and harder to do when people are paying attention.
Miguel Cabrera will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, this is due justice for the guy on the mound. He probably should have had the strikeout on the last pitch, but, you know, at the plate, you got to know you're not going to get that pitch called the ball twice.
Austin Jackson will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far.
They see it, drive it. Let's go.
Right side. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. The tag, and he is out at third. And with that, Steven Eckert is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Steven Eckert.
To short, hit hard. Taken in by Simmons. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Digging in the switch hitter, Steven Eckert. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Come on, Chief, one time.
Here we go.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 8 runs, 14 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Swing and a liner, but foul. Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Number 35 now on the season, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Whatever these guys are putting in their pregame meal, you can be darn sure they're getting the same setup tomorrow. That's 5 home runs as a team now. I mean, these guys are feeling it up there.
Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
with 1 error.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt. A nice shot there of the nighttime skies over Turner Field in Atlanta. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Detroit Tigers and the Atlanta Braves. Stay tuned for Braves baseball starting now. With that, let's get you a look at the starting 9 for the Tigers. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He's been a one-man wrecking.
Steven Eckert will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
Wood gets the sign. Coming at him with the 0-1. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, heading for second now. And he will get there with the game's first hit, a 2-out double. And as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another game as he has been on fire this month.
Well, I'll tell you, anytime you go through a streak like this where you just keep getting base hit after base hit after base hit.
Miguel Cabrera will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame last night.
Well, Matty just continues this string of his last 10 games where he's hitting over 300. He has those really...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here. Bryant Ramirez will stand in right on the heels of a 4-for-5 ball game a night ago.
Well, he's had 7 RBIs in his last 10 games, so he is producing runs, and he had another good one yesterday.
Hits this one hard the other way. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely. Digging in to try it again, Steven Eckert. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
And with a man on first, it'll take at least another double to bring him in.
Hit hard on the ground at third. And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by him, a base hit.
Ah, the perils of being a third baseman.
Miguel Cabrera stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Smoke toward the hole. Throw on to first, and the Tigers wind up with nothing as the inning is over. Freddie Freeman is into the box for his second appearance. 0-for-1 with a flyout. Oh, what a dive. The throw to second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Acrobatics that time to the bag to get this double play started. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. In now, Juan Lagares. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Grounded to short. Backhanded. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Andrelton Simmons will get his third shot at it here. He's bounced out and popped out in his previous 2 trips.
Well, on the bright side, I guess, he is putting the ball in play. He's just not getting that solid contact that you're looking for when a guy's really seeing the ball well.
On to Cabrera at first. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. Wood into the windup. Here's the first pitch. This is skied out toward right. Ramirez is camped under this one. 1 pitch, 1 away. Stephen Eckert will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this would be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
And that'll get down out there near the wall. The runner scores from second. And a relay home. And not in time as the second run scores. Miguel Cabrera digs in now with two already home and a potential third waiting in the wings only 90 feet away.
Well, runs often come in bunches, Matty, and we're going to have to see if that's the case right here. They've got a chance at a big inning.
Here's the ball swung on and hit high and deep down the left field line, and this will stay fair. Home run.
Here we go now. Let's go.
Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? Oh, and he nonchalanted that one as it costs him and goes right by him. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead run's in scoring. Stephen Eckert comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive a ball into the gap here. Smoke the other way, high and deep to left. Upton going back. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. And guys, the Braves tonight were led offensively by the exploits of this man, Freddie Freeman. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end this really could have been anybody's award, but what the heck, let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
So that just about does it for EK. A good look there at the Southern Skies and Turner Field in Atlanta. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Detroit Tigers and the Atlanta Braves. Two of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. So a moment now to take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Detroit Tigers. What's going to be the key for him today, Steve?
Well, we all know this team can score runs in bunches, and they've done it all season long. They lead the league in runs scored, and hey, we all know that is the name of the game. So they're giving their staff what they need to get wins. Just keep it up. Score.
Chad Bettis. Stephen Eckert will stand in for the first time now, coming off a three-hit contest in the loss last night.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. Number 36 on the year for him. And it's given Detroit a 2-0 lead.
Well, this guy's been a real pain in the backside so far in this series. I mean, this is his second home run here in 3 days, so he is really seeing the ball well now.
Kenji Rowan will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. Hit sharply on the ground. Eckert scoops it up. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Ready to take his hacks again, Stephen Eckert, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Oh, and he turns another one around here. And his fine ball game will continue. Give him another home run. So a two-run shot to left center, his second home run of the game. As the Tigers have opened it up even further, it's now 4-0.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Steven Eckert stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their approach right here. Use some caution or something.
Boy, how much hotter is he going to get? He's got himself another 3-hit ball game, and that batting average is going to continue to climb even higher.
Miguel Cabrera will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far.
Just getting under it right now. See if he can make an adjustment and keep that top hand strong this time.
Skied into straightaway right. Lagares is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Striding into the